Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Woodgrain and Winter layout for you guys today. And today I am using day, day three's embellishment from the Advent calendar, and it's this awesome word spelled music that's got it's made out of all the notes. I also have these really cool clips that I had available in the shop. I think I'm sold out by now. And then I have this Alta New word that says beautiful from one of their scrapbook kits from back in the day. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the snowflakes, but I'm bringing back this this film strip one more time, and it doesn't get used. I'm sorry, you guys. And then from my last year's kit, I think it was called Christmas Spectacular from 49 and Market, I picked out a bunch of tickets and tiny words. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this branding strip or not, but I did pick out a bunch of bells because I'm doing my daughter's Christmas concerts this go around. And then some of these laser cut stars that I found miraculously in my bin. And from Pear Tree Cut Files Advent Calendar from a few years back, I have all of these felt leaves that make cute little hollies. So I thought I would try to use some of those up. I think I used a couple up when I first got them, but they were so many come in that pack that it was good for a couple layouts. I also have some scraps of stripes that I got from Tonic Studios. I think I'm going to use some of these Vicky Bouton stickers. I know I'm not going to use the hearts because I'm going to use stars, but I think I might use some of those. There's a tiny word sticker on this sticker sheet that I wanted to use. I know it's there, but this is from the Simple Stories. I think it was, something Lodge. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't remember, but I think it had the word Lodge in it. I've got 4 photos. It's from 2 different concerts of my daughters. And then I had these scraps of cardstock hanging around. This is the cardstock that I use. It's a Nina White cardstock that I use in my printer. I'm going to try to cut down my photos so this one little scrap works, but I brought all the rest of the scraps that I had hanging around. Just in case. Now from Vicky Bouton's Winter Wishes or Warm Wishes, I don't even remember how old this is, but I have this, it's vellum. And then this is the Stampin' Up! Paper that I used yesterday from the same black notes that I had, and I found the packaging so I can actually tell you guys where it is. I was looking for the year to see if the year was on this packaging. But I was happy to find the packaging, so at least I could share with you guys what the name of the collection is, and it's called Joy of Christmas. It comes with a couple noted papers on them. I picked this green because it matched a couple of the stars in the Vicky Bouton acetate, or it's not acetate, you guys, it's vellum. And then from Close to My Heart 2020, they came out with this amazing wood grain set or collection. I only picked up one. I should have picked up more, but I knew me. My wood grain is going to last me till the end of my scrapbooking career, let me tell you. So I did not need to pick up more, but I do love the pieces that they came out with. So I'm going to use this one piece as my background, and then I'm going to try to layer up these two, the vellum and the off green. It's not really, it's like a tealy green. It's not really a green. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off the branding strip, and then I get this really cool 1/2-inch wood grain branding strip. And you guys know me, I won't throw that away. And then I'm going to take a couple of my rulers. I'm going to take my tearing ruler as well as my regular ruler. I'm going to use the straight edge on my vellum, and then I'm going to bring in my ripped edge or distressed edge for my greenery. So that way I just get a couple different layers going on here. And I'm going to do the same exact thing at the bottom. I'm not measuring whether or not I'm even straight on the paper. My ruler wasn't long enough for this particular angle going on here. I thought maybe it was going to be because my other ruler was, but it's not. And I just made it work in my favor. But when I go to glue these two pieces together, I realize that I made the green portion a little bit too big. So I fixed that which is fine. The paper's got to get used up, right? It's okay if the cuts are not exact right off the bat. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off all of those little white pieces. Like I said, papers are layers. And when you rip them, sometimes only half the layer comes up. It doesn't rip exactly. So I just cut those off so I can use my edge distressor. I didn't want to distress it too much because I knew my photos were going to go on top of a portion of this. And when my photos go on top of a distressed layer, I feel like I need to add foam because then the photos bow or get a dent in the underside of them. And so I just don't want to distress too much, knowing that things are going to go on top of the distress, and I just don't know how much are going to go on top until it's already glued down, right? So I'm going to go ahead and glue my paper down, and I only put adhesive behind the colorful stars, the darker colorful stars. I can still see where I added adhesive in some spots, especially this upper piece, but I'm okay with that. It's not even noticeable if you look at the content of what the layout is all about, if I'm being honest. So like I said, I wasn't paying too much attention as to whether or not my angles were even going straight across the layout. I just really didn't bother me at all. I am going to split up the concerts so that way there's concert 1 over here and concert 2 over here, so that way I can do another angle. So what I have is I have a left to right angle on my pattern paper, but then my design for the layout is actually going to go from upper left to bottom right. So they're going to crisscross each other. And by the time I'm done, it actually looks okay. It kind of looks weird when I first start out, but in the end, it actually looks really well. This is just something I was playing around with. I had absolutely no idea what I was doing, where I was going with this layout. I had no plan at all. When I picked all of my pieces. That's what I say every time, you guys. And it's true. It really is. I pick out things that I think will work really well and help tell my story. And then when I am done, I play around with paper. Golly, that just sounds terrible. But that's what I do. I know that I want to use this. I know I want to use that. I wanted to use that stripe, but I really didn't have enough. That stripe was actually, I want to say, a 9x12 piece of specialty paper that I got in my Tonic Studios kits. I stopped my subscription to those kits because they were starting to go back to their 3D elements. For about 2 years, 2 or 3 years, they were doing elements that were more for card making, which I can turn into scrapbook making. But when they go to the 3D elements, I kind of don't want to pay for that. And then what I will do is I will just monitor when a kit comes out. And then if I want the box, I'll buy a one-off rather than have a subscription full of 3D elements. I just don't know how to use the 3D elements with scrapbooking. There are a few dies and maybe some stamps that you could make work, but then that's like 1 or 2 pieces out of a 36-piece set that you just can't make work because it's supposed to be a 3D element. Anyways, I just don't see for my aspect how it works or how it benefits me unless I can use a lot of the pieces I'm saying. So anyways, just letting you guys know that I no longer subscribe. That's a big old long description, but I feel like it's important for people to know, hey, why did you stop, or why did you even get started, that sort of thing, especially when it comes to subscriptions, because I feel like, subscriptions should be bangs for your bucks, and they should be useful in multiple ways other than just make what's in the box and then be done forever, right? You should be able to look at it to where you can use it up over and over and over again and still love the product years after you've received the box. So again, I'm working on my diagonal design. I've got my title right in the center. I'm mixing my 2 pieces up. It's just going to say beautiful music because this is mostly an all-girl choir, which I thought was pretty cool. I think they had one boy, maybe 2. I think my daughter was saying that there were 2 boys, but it's mostly an all-girl choir, and it's just gorgeous, you guys, especially when they sing the Christmas carols. I like it when their music teacher mixes classic Christmas with new age Christmas, I guess is the best way I can say it, to where the whole crowd is singing along or humming along, and or they start clapping along. They get into the song because it's familiar. And then when they start singing a song that is not familiar, it gets really quiet and we can hear the harmony of the girls and things like that. And so it's just fabulous. It really is. I miss my choir days. I absolutely had a blast in choir, for sure. So it just, yes, So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish off this layout by distressing the edges of the stars just a little bit, because I feel like when I felt like the laser cut was a little off, and so if I distress them, then it makes it look like it's supposed to be, and it's absolutely perfect. I did lose a star, just to let you guys know, but I found it. I had to go rewatch my video to see where it went, because I was checking my arms, I was checking the floor, I was checking underneath, and it was actually underneath my foam adhesive, and so I added it in the picture, but I just didn't add it on camera. All right, you guys, so that is my layout for today. I really like how this layout came out. I've been having a blast using up all of my old Christmas supplies and not having a collection to play with. It's just been really fun mixing and matching everything with a wood grain. It really is. I love doing my Christmas layouts, you guys. I try to wait all year to just do them because I don't have very many Christmas photos, to be honest. All right, you guys, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to check out Janet Fritz's channel, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. She is playing along with me for Woodgrain and Winter, and she's also using up her advent calendar supplies as well. So go check out her video and see how she is using her music word today, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.